as I like to do, I always start at the top, and I have the #1 ranked angler in South Africa, the captain of the South African team here with me this morning, a very familiar face in the sport of Saba and bass fishing locally and around the world, Justy Farquhar. So Justy, thanks for being here with us this morning.
Marcus, and thank you guys, getting this feedback back to all the folks at home, we really appreciate that. You guys do an awesome job. And, the weather's playing a little bit difficult with us today, but I think it's going to pan out to be a really nice day. Temperature's expected at 28. But, yeah, it's going to change the conditions a little bit on the river, but we're looking forward to it. The team is amped, and we're looking forward to a really good day.
Yeah, I think you wear many caps at an event like this, and what I mean by that is not only are you an angler, but you're also a top tier sponsor. I'm first going to start off from the angling perspective. I think a lot of the guys that are watching want to know about the competition. You guys have put in a bit of work as a team. The pre-fish compared to now, a lot different, a lot changed?
Marcus, we managed to get in some time, and for sure the river system has changed quite a bit. This water coming in now will mix things up a little bit, but we're hoping that the patterns are going to stick out for the next 3 days. We're obviously going to have to adjust as we're going along, but it'll be interesting to see today how much effect this rain is going to have on the plan.
And I mentioned yesterday we're working on a reverse Grand Prix system, so penalty points as we saw in 2017. That plays an intricate role in the team planning and the team strategy. So just for the viewers that don't understand, if you have a team that comes in with 0 fish for the day, you get the heaviest penalty points. As opposed to a team that may come in with 3 fish, they'll get far less penalty points. Have you guys got a strategy for that?
Well, it's a very difficult situation because, as you stated, all 3 boats have to come in with fish. Now, that means we may have to sacrifice a boat that's running a really good pattern. They might have to hold back and allow the other boat to come in and at least catch a few fish because, as you've stated, it's pointless 2 boats coming in with 5 fish and the other boat coming in with 1. So strategy-wise, we have to plan it very carefully. Communication has to be completely under control at all times during the day. And that's the important part, and sometimes you have to sacrifice. Everyone wants to catch a lot of fish. Sometimes you have to back off and let the other boat catch them.
Yeah, so interesting team tactics that are going to be applied. We see a new team that's joined us this year from Australia, a few familiar faces, expats of South Africa. Looking forward to see what they have to do this week.
For sure, Dave and Julian are familiar with the river system, and those guys are really good anglers, so it's great to have them here. I think it adds another angle of competition to it, and it's just really nice having some other nations here.
Yeah, it's great. So we got 14 again. We see another new nation, another new team is the Korean team. They came back to the way station here looking a little bit wet in that torrential downpour. Let me just explain for the folks back home in Cape Town. We get this rain like a little light drizzle. Over here, it rains. If you pan down here for a minute, we're under a tent. There's an immense puddle here. The shoes are wet. Thanks to Columbia for decking me out here with a nice rain suit this morning. But boys have got to keep warm on the water today.
Yeah, look, that's going to be an important part of the whole day. I think we're going to expect a little bit more rain later on, but as long as the guys are comfortable and stay warm the whole day, stay focused on the fishing, that's going to be an important part.
Now, I'm going to switch it up a little bit because you're a top-tier sponsor, Farkanelli Customs, representing Humminbird and Minn Kota, some of the best technology that we have in the world. You bring it to South Africa and you supply it to all the guys. As we can see behind us, we got one of the big Solex 12s there. Tell us about how you plan that out and how important it is for your support for Saba.
Look, I think it's good that all the sponsors are helping Saba grow the sport. And what's awesome this time around is, although we're all competitors out there, I'm just really happy that everybody's come to the party. That's important for the sport. From our side, we're just happy to be on board and, supporting not only the development from a senior level, but trying to filter it through to juniors and to grassroots level. And the products are awesome. We're talking about the One Boat Network now, new system operational, 360 imaging, which plays a really important role for me specifically and a lot of anglers out there. And I've just managed to have the opportunity to fit the new range of talents, and that all integrates on the system. You can control that from your Solex, and they've upped the game. You know, Mega Imaging, when it was released, everybody was really excited about it. They've just come out with Mega Imaging Plus. So, you know, everybody's developing. I think it's a situation that every manufacturer has to stay on top of the game. And let's be honest, everybody out there is making really good equipment today.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point to make. I think that it all comes down to, you know, what your preference of brand is. But some fantastic screens flashing behind me. Let's get a little bit of a closer look. This is the Solex 12. Is this the biggest unit that you have in the range?
We have a 15 available, but the 12 seems to be the most popular. Obviously the 10 from a sizing point of view to fit into consoles. The 15 is an awesome unit. I've run them. For me, it just feels like a little bit of overkill. I believe the 12 is probably the ideal situation. The nice other features you have on these units is you can go out there and actually auto chart live and keep that information on your unit. So if there's a specific spot that you are doing well on and you want to really know about what's happening there, auto chart the area. It also allows you to set it up so that you can see vegetation or hardness levels there. And then obviously once you've done that, you just drop your trolling motor down, Ultrex or the Fortrex with a 360 there, and you can just move around the area and see exactly what you need to see.
Just another technical question with this one boat technology. We had a look at the units yesterday and all the controls are on the unit itself. So whether you have your remote on your neck or you have the unit straight in front of you, it's just one touch technology, no buttons, all touch screens as well.
That is an awesome feature. You know, on the side panel you can basically operate everything from your spot lock functions to your talons, change your sonar colors. Everything is available to you there. It's quick and easy, and the technology is really good.
Now, fantastic. Just another thing, tell us, when would you use your spot lock feature and when would you use your talons?
For me, I think it comes down to, obviously the talon comes more into play when you fishing bedding fish, because obviously thinking about it, you don't want the trolling motor causing any disturbance on the water. So once you've located a bed, you drop the talons down, keep your foot off the trolling motor, and that obviously works for me a lot better. And then basically the other options you've got on the Ultrex besides the spot lock function is if you're tracking down a bank, for example throwing a spinnerbait, you set the boat just off the bank at a casting distance, pointed in the direction you want to go, and that baby will just track down the bank, takes a lot of pressure off of you. You're standing with both feet on the deck, just allows you to cast and fish a lot easier.
Yeah, great for the fatigue. We all know that if we think about the way we fish, we're basically fishing off one leg all day long, you know. Most of our right calves are slightly bigger than our left calves, I think, but that feature is absolutely fantastic.
No, it is. I think it's taken bass fishing a long way, and I don't know how much more you can really improve that unit. You know, they've put everything together, and I think it's at the level now where there's just not much more you can add to it. So anybody out there that you know, you get to my age, you need to back off a little bit, you need a little bit of help, the Ultrex is going to make life a lot easier for you out there.
Well, you certainly haven't backed off in the rankings and in the point scoring, all the victories that we see all online, so well done to you. You're the top angler in South Africa, you're the captain of the South African team, and I think I share the sentiments of all the viewers watching here today.